The plan failed. The pressure's rising. You're overwhelmed, anxious, on edge, your heart races, your thoughts spiral, everything feels like it's collapsing. In moments like this, most people panic. The Stoic gets clear. While others react, the Stoic responds. While others drown in emotion, the Stoic stands firm in reason. Because Stoicism was made for moments like these, not for theory, but for crisis. In this video, we'll explore the Stoic method for thinking clearly when life is falling apart. This is not just ancient wisdom, it's a modern survival skill. First rule, pause before you react. The first Stoic move is not to speak, fix, or fight, it's to pause. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." That means, the event isn't the issue, your interpretation is. So before reacting, pause. Take a breath. Create space between the moment and your response. That space is where clarity begins. Epictetus gave us the foundation of Stoic control. Some things are up to us and some are not. In a crisis, your mind jumps to, what might happen, what others think, what you can't change. But the Stoic redirects that energy. Ask, what part of this is mine? Where does my responsibility begin and end? What action is available to me right now? You can't control the storm, but you can control your ship. The Stoics trained themselves to separate facts from narratives. Marcus Aurelius again. Objective judgment, now at this very moment. Unselfish action, now at this very moment. Willing acceptance, now at this very moment, of all external events. In a crisis, the mind adds drama. This is a disaster. Everything is ruined. I can't handle this. Stop. Strip it down. What exactly happened? What are the bare facts? What assumptions am I layering on top? Clarity lives in simplicity. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Much of our pain in crisis is time travel, regretting the past, fearing the future, projecting worst-case scenarios. But the Stoic returns to the now, again and again. Ask, what needs to be done today? Where are my hands, my breath? Can I be present for the next 10 minutes only? In chaos, the present moment is your anchor. Everything else is waves. Apply the trichotomy of control. Epictetus broke control into 3 categories. Things we fully control, like our judgments and actions, things we influence, such as relationships and health, and things we can't control at all, like the weather, death, or the past. In crisis, focus on Category 1, strategize for Category 2, accept Category 3 completely. This method eliminates wasted energy, and wasted energy is the enemy of clarity. In any high-pressure situation, use these. 1. What is in my control right now? 2. What virtue does this moment call for? 3. What would a wise person do here? Not a reactive one. These 3 questions reset your perspective. They shift you from victim to agent. The Stoics didn't wait for peace to act wisely. They brought wisdom to the chaos. Epictetus taught, when something happens, the only thing in your power is your attitude toward it. Your first reaction will often be emotional. Anger, fear, shame, despair. The Stoic doesn't suppress it, but they don't obey it either. Pause, observe it. Ask, is this useful? Is this accurate? Let emotion inform you, not rule you. 1. Take small, rational action. When everything feels like too much, shrink the task. Marcus Aurelius would break the moment into something manageable. Do less, but do it better. Ask, what's the next small right thing I can do? Can I take one clear action right now? Action creates traction. Traction creates clarity. Clarity defeats chaos. You don't need to fix everything, you just need to move wisely, one step at a time. The Stoics weren't caught off guard by pain. Seneca wrote, "What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpected troubles are harder to bear." He practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining hardship in advance. So when it arrived, he was prepared. Expect things to go wrong. People to fail, life to be unfair. Not with pessimism, but with readiness. Preparedness is clarity. The Stoics saw every difficulty as a training ground. Marcus, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This isn't happening to you. It's happening for your growth. Ask, what strength is this moment demanding? What part of me is being sharpened? How can I leave this situation with more wisdom than I entered it? The Stoic doesn't ask, why me? They ask, how can I use this? Let's break it down into a usable process. Step 1. Pause and breathe. Don't react, ground yourself in your body. Step 2. Identify the bare facts. Ask, what exactly has happened? What is real versus imagined? Step 3. Apply the trichotomy of control. Label everything as within your control, within your influence. Outside your control, then act accordingly. Step 4. Ask the 3 Stoic questions. What is in my control? What virtue is needed? What would a wise person do here? Step 5. Take one rational action. Shrink the problem, do the next right thing, with clarity. Step 6. Reflect and reframe. At the end of the day, journal, what happened? How did I handle it? What did I learn? Here are 5 Stoic prompts for mental clarity in chaos. Is my response helping or harming me right now? What would Marcus do in this situation? Am I fighting reality or working with it? Can I do this one thing calmly now? What lesson is this teaching me about myself? Use these, to guide your mind when it begins to spiral. If Marcus Aurelius saw your panic, he'd say, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If Epictetus saw your self-doubt, he'd say, no man is free who is not master of himself. If Seneca saw your overwhelm, he'd say, no man was ever wise by chance. You're not broken, you're being trained. Final thoughts. Clear thinking is a choice. You don't control the storm, but you control how you see it, how you move through it, and how you grow because of it. The Stoics weren't superhuman, they were simply disciplined. They paused, they evaluated, they acted with virtue, not emotion. And so can you. When the world is spinning, stand still, breathe, think clearly, respond wisely, because in the chaos, clarity is not found, it's forged.